Yeah, just your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. I don't mean no harm, but just drank my beers and I realized where my love came from. My love came from the correctional institution industry. My love came from Job Corps. My love came from the streets. A shout out to the chat. It is what it is. 914 Western County, New York. We are in the motherfucking house. I know my voice is slurring. I know I'm slurring. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got no children in the house. I ain't got nobody in this goddamn house. But what I'm gonna do when I shut this off, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I need to do. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. 914, which is County, New York. We are in the motherfucking house, and we are going to reveal what's going on in these homes. These homes, whether it be foster care homes, adoptive homes, group homes, detention centers. It is what it is. That's where my earlier years came from. And nobody on YouTube can soothe my pain. Nobody on YouTube. Nobody. I give you your flowers, but you cannot soothe my pain and my hurt. You cannot do it. You can't do it. God Almighty can't do it. Sent me here for a reason. What was that reason? What was the fucking reason? What was the fucking reason? Because I'm getting angry thinking about it. When did it happen? When I was 18 months old? When did it happen? When I was 9 years old? When did it happen? When I was 14 years old? When did it happen? When I was 21? When the fuck this shit happened? Nobody has no answers. Nobody. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Everybody listen to my sound of my voice. If you are my subscriber, build your own channel. Talk about your pain. Talk about what drove you into the world. Maybe we can help one, maybe two, maybe 25, maybe 300 people. Shout out to Jack. I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. A lot of you got the pain inside of you. Talk about it. Talk about it. Just talk. You've been about it for years. You've been about it for years. You're living your life. You're working a job. You might got your own business. You're still paying taxes. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. 914, Western County, New York. I'm going to share this video to my other social media platforms. I want to know why I'm here. I want to know why the fuck I am here. I'm supposed to have been dusted off at 9 years old. Get the fuck out of here. Don't nobody tell me no different. Now I'm trying to be respectful to certain people. Certain people that by hearing my voice might hear it and not write into the chat, might be a ghost watcher. I don't care. If you're a ghost watcher, what purpose do you serve? What purpose do we serve? At the end of the day, we still paying rent. Some of you are paying mortgage. Some of you paying car note. Some of you paying taxes on your car. Some of you paying taxes on the land that you own. Shout out to the chat. Some of you are lost in the sauce. And it's not your fault. You didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. And I didn't find that out until 3 years into doing my videos. And you know how old I was? I was already in my late 40s. My late 40s. But certain people in my biological family would never accept me. You know why they would never accept me? Because I never had no children, I never got married, and I became a part of the gay community. That's what all this shit is about. All this shit is about. All of it. A shout out to the chat. I don't feel sorry for myself. I did everything on my own. When I got to 13 years old, I said I want to leave home. I want to leave from school. I wanted to go into a program where they had it, but the people would not let me go. The people were getting all them checks for me, they would not let me go. Job Corps was already there. Job Corps was already there. I didn't go to Job Corps until later time. Shout out to the chat. Then I went to the fucking penitentiary. What you think I learned in there? What the fuck you think I learned in there? I learned how to be aggressive and angry and pissed off with the whole world. I found different women that accepted me for me. They didn't want nothing from me. They just wanted me. And that's what I did for certain people in my life. Can't do that no more. Not on YouTube, not in the free world. Nobody, if they don't accept you for you, they just want what you got. That is unacceptable to me. Unacceptable. Now shout out to the chat. I'm going to close out this video, but I know somebody hear me. I know somebody hear me. It don't matter if you're a big YouTuber, small YouTuber, subscriber, moderate, it doesn't matter. I don't feel sorry for myself. I'm just pushing forward. What me pushing forward is, you know what my one of my sisters used to say when she was in the military, and they used to run them all day long, make them do exercises, and he said, the pain that's in your body is your weakness. Your weakness is gonna be your enemy. A shout out to the chat. And one of your young women I did raise from 4 months old all the way until she was 11 years old. When I got ghosted, when I went to fucking prison, that young woman was on her own. She was on her own. Not only was she on her own, other women in that family was on their fucking own. And they confronted me. Because I was the big sister. I was the aunt. I was the cousin. What happened? They became success stories. They got children. They doing this shit. They doing this shit. But they worry about me at the end of the day. They do. Arabia Barbosa is still out there. She's still out there. She's floating around. She's floating around. And she's doing what she need to do. She need to work that job. She need to pay her bill. She need to pay her rent. She need to pay this. She need to pay. I don't give a fuck what I pay. It's just not my soul ain't been paid yet. My soul. And what good is a soul anyway? What good is it? What good is that fucking soul? It don't mean a fucking thing to nobody. And nobody in the fucking universe. Not God Almighty want that goddamn soul. But you created it. You created all my problems, God Almighty. You created all my issues. Universe, you created this. The BT-1000. Lucy the Vampire, the Jeepers Creeper on this shit, the German Shepherd in the room is still connected to the universe. It's some part of me connected to the universe. Even that part of me is becoming dark and deep. I didn't pull no punches with my subscribers. I told you. Last year, not last year, this year. The year is not even out yet. When I turned 50 years old, I went out there March 19th and did my video. And I said my video is going to get deeper and darker. Deeper and darker. The only thing that's stopping me from doing certain shit, certain women on YouTube. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. I even had one woman on this YouTube app had the nerve to call the police on me. Had the nerve and the heart to call the police on your homegirl Arabia Barbosa. Had the nerve to call the police and say, I need you to do a wellness check. Shout out to the chat. Yo, I'm out of here. I gotta get my money to go to work tonight. I don't see nobody else doing anything else. Y'all don't need to do anything else. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. This is Playland. Playland. New York ride. Playland. Those of you that are from New York, you know what I'm talking about. Six Flags. Some of you that are from New York and New Jersey and Connecticut, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. Nobody is perfect on this shit. Nobody. Nobody is God Almighty. Nobody is nothing. But who they say they are. Who they say they are. And I have proven myself over and over and over again on this fucking app. Whether I be friendly with you or not, I have proven myself. I don't need to do nothing else. I need to do something for myself. Shout out to the chat. Nobody did nothing wrong to me on this YouTube app. They might have put certain shit out there they shouldn't have did, but they did. Why? Why did she do that? Why did that female put that out there on her community wall? You know why she did it? Because she was getting scary. She was getting scary. She knew it was getting deeper. That's why she did it. And I don't care about her reasons why. I just know why. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. 914, which is the county of New York. We out of here. Those that are not here will catch the playback. Nobody has hit my link. I did not drop the link. I'm not dropping no more links. Because we got a bunch of palm bombers, bunch of sick motherfuckers want share their genital area. How dare you? How dare you do that to anyone? That is despicable. That is disgraceful. That is awful. It should be banned. But I'm gonna find the person that tried to palm bomb me last weekend. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You will be found out, and I will expose your ass. And shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Nobody has hit the link, but everyone talk shit about me. You don't talk shit about me over here. You want to talk shit about me in somebody else's chat. Don't talk shit about me in somebody else's chat. Confront me. Confront me. You know where I'm at. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. 914 Westchester County, New York. We are out of here. I'm so tired of these weak ass motherfuckers on YouTube. Some of them are very strong. We need to give our flowers to them. But when you give the flowers to them, are they going to be happy about the flowers? Are they going to be celebrating it? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I've been to weddings where women got married with each other. And one of the women that was walking down the aisle, she was walking down the aisle, doing her job, walking down the aisle because she wanted to marry that other woman. And the other woman burst into tears. She laughed, but then she burst into fucking tears because she knew she wanted to marry that woman. She wanted to marry her. I don't know if I'm going to ever have a marriage like that. Any woman that marry me, you will be protected. You will be provided for. But what you going to do for me? What you going to do for Arabia Barbosa? Besides talk and rub my pussy all night. Besides do that. What you going to do for Arabia Barbosa? What you going to do? If you got a whole lot of stuff going, whole lot of stuff going. If you're fucking marrying me, I would be so proud and happy. I know when I see you coming down that aisle to marry me, I would I would be so happy. I would probably burst in tears and laughter. And when your hand grab onto my hand, regardless of whoever speak the words, we are married. A shout out to the chat. I take my relationships very seriously. All my relationships have been done with seriousness. No laughter, no nothing. But y'all gonna learn what today is. Y'all gonna learn. It's a new day. It's a new day. It is what it is. Any woman that marry me, she is my whole family. She's my whole life. Of course, I would cry. I will cry and probably bend on my knees again and fall to the floor. And she would look so wonderful in her wedding dress. Whether it be white, whether it be red, whether it be orange, whether it be black, I don't give a goddamn. Long as the woman come to me. Because I already know what she look like. I already know what she sound like. I already know what she feel like. I know. I ain't looking for no dudes, just a woman, one woman, and I would be so happy, regardless of who she is, where she come from, what she look. I don't give a fuck. Long as the woman love me, Arabia Barbosa. You gotta love me. And if I ever get married, I will have Birdman as my you know them little dudes. What is that dude when you get married? What is his name? It's not the maid of honor. Best man. Birdman would be my best man. He'd be fixing my tie, making sure my tuxedo looking good, making sure my little hat on my head looking good. The fedora, a shout to the jack. But he better not steal my wedding ring. He better not steal my wedding ring. To the jack. Birdman would actually pawn the ring. He would pawn the shit. I would have to appoint somebody else and be my best man. But you gotta get the feel of him being the best man. Birdman would be so happy. But then he would be like, oh no, she marrying a woman. Oh God. But he had aunts that were gay. I had aunts that were gay. Plenty of people in my family that were gay. Shout out to the chat. A lot of people don't want to accept gay community, but we are here and we support a lot of people. We support we support everything. We pay the bill. Yo, when nobody else want to do it, we do it. We are the ones that doing it. We are the ones. My wife was to walk down that goddamn aisle and looking so beautiful. You know, I would be so happy and grateful. I would be grateful. And I'd be trying to rush her to come on and marry my black ass, my Cape Verdean ass. And I would marry her. And I'd be happy. Regardless of what life we live, how we do, where we go, where we vacation or not, I would always look out for my wife, regardless if I had the money or not. I'll find the money somewhere. Shout out to the chat. That's the way I would do. That's the way I would do. That's the way I would do. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm not doing a roll call, but I'm just saying how I feel. How I feel if I was to marry the woman I want to marry, and she looking so beautiful walking down the aisle. And she's not running away. She's not getting nervous feet. She's walking real fast to get to me. And Birdman would be my best man. I know he would be, but I have to make sure he don't steal my wedding. I would have to call one of my relatives, like, you get this wedding ring. Don't let Birdman hold it. He's supposed to hold it for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes or 10 to 20 minutes an hour. That nigga can't find the wedding ring because he don't want me to get married to the woman. Oh, Lord, oh, jeez. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Let me go. If I want to marry a woman, I'm going to marry her. Her black ass. Her black ass. I'm going to marry her. I don't care. You come down looking like the bride of Chucky. If I'm in love with you, I'm in love with you. And shout out to the chat. Oh Lord, maybe I said too much. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Shout out to the jet. You no, don't be saying that. Don't be saying that. I need a woman that really, wanna marry me, wanna be with me for the rest of her life. The rest of her life. And trust me, I will go out there and, do whatever I gotta do to take care of the woman. I would do. Yes, yes, yes. And I will live happy with her. You know how many lesbian women lived in happiness during the 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s? Do you know how many? I remember my adoptive mother telling me she went to a funeral and they thought the couple was husband and wife. The husband had died. The husband had long hair, had long hair. And when they went to the house to do the cleaning up, they found out that he was actually a she. Shout out to the chat. My adopted mother told me that story. And she said she was a young girl. And that woman always displayed herself as she was male. But when they came down to the nitty gritty, they found out that the dude was actually a woman. Shout out to the chat. And she said, Arabia, I know I know you probably won't grow your hair long anymore. But shout out to the chat. I will only grow my hair. My woman want my hair to grow out. That's it. Shout out to the chat. I'm gonna keep me a dark Caesar. Keep me a dark Caesar. And I look good with a short haircut. I look good with long hair. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. 914 Westchester County, New York. We are out of here. I've been up here too long. My battery's running low. So I got to recharge. Hope everyone understand what I just said. I don't mean no harm to nobody. I don't mean no harm to nobody. But I'm just telling what I feel. And I seen those weddings where those women get married to each other and they be so happy. And the groom is waiting at the pulpit. And she's waiting for her wife to come down the aisle, and she's getting so happy. She's getting so happy and she is becoming emotional. Emotional. That's why the woman is rushing to get to her. And don't you know, before the bride even comes real close to wherever the judge is at or the people is at, she's already grabbing on to the person she's getting ready to get married to, because she knows what kind of trauma they went through when they were young, or whatever happened in that person's life. You know how many weddings, gay marriages I've seen. It was so emotional, so emotional, so broken down of feelings. People crying, crying, and holding on to each other. You know how powerful that is? You don't know. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Thank everyone for coming over. Thank everyone for writing in my comment section. Nobody has hit the link, so we good. We out of here. 914 Westchester County, New York. We are out of here. And I can take me a shower, take me a nap. I gotta get up and do this shit all over again. Shout out to the chat. One.